Hello. Game's not loaded in correctly. Oh yeah, I'm still flying. It got the head down. That's why I wasn't controlling the combine. Hello. How are we all doing today? We all good. We got that Friday feeling going on. That would explain why we're so uncomfortable recording Project Cars. Hey Jimmy. Oh, I forgot to pause the stream on my netbook, so it's really having a bit of a fit. It is really unimpressed with that happening. There we go. Hey Fenton, how was Christmas? Christmas was good. It was enjoyable. I chilled out. Carturks and Chris. Yeah, this is good. He got his new phone. Very nice indeed, Yanis. I did sell off, by the way, the bale stacker because I didn't need it. Hello, Mars Bar. How are you doing today, dude? Got a cup of tea? In, because you might not have seen this for a little while. My mug. Which is a very good mug, by the way. New thumbnail, very nice. Yes, I took it quite quickly. Combine's too loud. Yeah, I don't... There's something about this combine that it's just insanely loud. If I zoom out a bit more, it's a bit quieter. Do I still have the pink Valtra? No, I've swapped it for the MooMobile. But I have kept pink. It has got pink rims. Which I think might be a thing on a lot of tractors in FS19 for me. So harvesting the canola that I put down here on basically the field that shouldn't exist. My own field. I think today we are going to purchase field 11 as well as possibly 9 and 10 as well. Have I seen the new header trailer? I have seen all this stuff that went up on the mod up today. We're going to do a bit of buying. Actually, we can do it now. Why not? We're going to buy a few things today. Number 1, field 11, bought. Fields 9 and 10, bought. And yeah, just to get it all contiguous, we'll buy what is normally the yard. Now if we're going to placeables in... I'm gonna guess decoration. No. Miscellaneous, probably. Yes. We're gonna get a few solar panels on the go. And these, I'm gonna be building a secondary yard here, so we're gonna ignore that for a second. These can go into this area of grass here, which is otherwise useless, to power the floodlighting system that I have set up. So we now have some solar panels that they do generate money, which is good. QA team's busy getting stuff onto the mod hub. They very much are. Expect to see just mod influxes almost daily for a little while. Where do you get the mod for training courses? I have no idea. It's not on the mod hub. It's not on FSUK. It's not on sites that I really trust. So pick a dodgy site and it's probably on there. Hey, Irish Farmer. QA team has been very busy and very good to us lately, getting mods tested and out and delivered. The dashboard on my main PC is broken and saying there's 10 people here. The dashboard on my netbook, which is the crappy spud pewter that I have, isn't broken though. So those are the 24 people who are apparently watching. I'm gonna just tab out real quick and fix the dashboard on my main PC though, because I don't want to constantly be looking at the netbook to get info. Hopefully that'll fix the problem. LS Mod Company for the horse helper. Thank you, Reese. LS Mod Company's okay, but like there are a few sites that just don't do any testing and don't you know, I don't want to use untested mods. Will Black Sheep Modding have some mods for FS19? I have no idea. Honest answer is I have no idea. I'd presume so. Black Sheep are one of those modding teams that I don't necessarily like everything they do, but everything they do is up to standard, up to snuff, up to like the top standard of mods, so I can't really complain all that much. I just feel like, I don't know, everything they bring out has been disappointing to me, because I remember when they used to use scripts and everything and it was amazing, and now because they've gone in a much more console-oriented direction with the mods they bring out, it just feels disappointing that there aren't the scripts that they used to have. If that makes any sense, like they changed in FS17 to be a lot more console-oriented, and it kind of, for me at least, ruined Black Sheep. Because, like, I remember their amazing grabs and stuff that were just scripted to high hell, and they're not a thing anymore. And that's a shame. Evening, Gav. How you doing today, dude? Black Sheep have whip mods on their website. Yes, they do. They never did release that skiller for 17, actually. Now that I think about it, they had a skiller promised and it never came out. Nor did those, the skid steers that me and Landy were looking forward to so much. They never came out. Black Sheep really disappointed in FS17 between dropping scripts, which just disappointed me and Landy because we love scripts in mods, and then just not bringing out some of the mods they promised. So many new mods. Yeah, the last 2 days have been really just mod dump and mod dump central. I should be a modder. I don't have much free time as it is. I was actually working on stuff for the channel all day today. I woke up at 8 o'clock, started working at about 9:20, and only really stopped at 4 to start getting set up for the stream, including making and drinking most of a cup of, well, drinking most of the cup, but making a cup of tea, and making a bit of a snack for myself. Just so that I wouldn't get hangry during the stream, because hangry Dave is not fun, Dave. I'm too hard on myself? I'm really not. Like, the criticisms I had of myself are fair. Especially the not working hard enough thing. Because, like, peek behind the curtain here, there were days when I literally just recorded a video because I had to. And I shouldn't have felt that way. I want to, like, I know I do have to record videos and I do have to stream because that's how I make money here. Yeah, that's how you make money on YouTube, but at the same time I don't want to do the zero effort videos and kind of lazy videos that I was doing in pretty much the entirety of 2018. The only exception was the Insanity videos, because I wanted them to have a certain format. Expect to see more like edited stuff in the future, especially if I can keep a good sleeping pattern together, or at least a relatively good sleeping pattern, because if I've got a good sleeping pattern, I actually have comically more time to work on videos and stuff. Because I can record earlier in the day. Like, I've already got tomorrow's video recorded, I've already got Sunday's video recorded. And all I need to do after the stream is get them edited up and rendered, and that's me sorted for the weekend. I can get a bit lazier. And then play some X-Plane. But I didn't actually end up playing X-Plane last night, I was too tired. But, like, that's why I was being kind of so hard on myself, was like, I knew I could do better than I was doing. And it frustrated me that I knew this and I didn't make any effort throughout the entirety of last year to change it. So now I'm making the effort at the beginning of this year so I don't make the same mistakes again. Hey Ernie and Simulator Gaming. Brendan. How am I? I'm good. I'm in a good mood today. I've had 1 cup of coffee, a cup of tea, and about half a can of Pepsi so far. But I've done not everything I wanted to do today, so I will probably do some more work, but I'm going to explain. I've done quite a lot today, so I'm reasonably pleased with the amount that I got done. Trying to change my own mindset and stuff, and it's a work in progress. Don't be so hard on myself. I know you guys are grateful. Don't get me wrong. I know you guys are grateful for the work that I do put into the channel. But I feel bad myself that I don't put in as much work as I know I could. I have my wheels set up, yes, because I was doing Project Cars earlier. Also, don't expect good videos over the weekend, because my god, was my driving bad today. Yeah, it's difficult when you get into autopilot, because just like you do things and then you realize afterwards you do it. Call you Mr. Joe. I'm not gonna remember that, dude. Keep in mind that I've got the memory of a goldfish that has amnesia. Like, I forget things seconds after doing them. Do I ever play Dirt Rally? Not all that much, because I'm terrible at it. And it frustrates me, and to an extent it actually hurts me. Because I like having quite strong force feedback in games, and you know, the vibration can actually hurt my wrists and my arms in general. Should you sell your old Combine? I mean, if you got a better one in the game, then yes. I'm presuming you mean in-game. It's always a good idea when you're after getting a new Combine to sell the old one. So those solar panels are going to be great. They're going to provide kind of passive income. And also they've meant that I've deleted all the money that I cheated in. Effectively. Or converted it into something that's going to be a bit more reliable as a source of income. I'm gonna... Yeah. That's, yeah, let's unload the Combine. That's... Nope. It's this button. I knew it was something on the left. I wish you could choose the colour of the roof of this Valtra as well. That'd be kind of nice. Because like, I would want a pink roof on this. I think the black roof looks... I don't know, it looks a bit out of place. Just to me, it looks a bit out of place. Do they make money during the night? I don't know, probably. You join the stream and see this. I did warn you in the title, it does say farming with the MooMobile. You should have expected to see the MooMobile. You ordered FS19 last Friday, got an email today, it's not coming till Monday, it's supposed to be here today, thank couriers. My sister's the opposite problem. Every time she orders something, the couriers here, for some reason, the local couriers are so good. Like everything arrives early. She got something that arrived yesterday that wasn't supposed to be here till Monday. Even more annoying, I was on the toilet when it arrived. So I heard the knock at the door and instantly had to run while pulling my trousers up, which wasn't fun at all. The legendary Valtra with pink rims. These are real life problems for Dave. Yours is going for Fastway. Fastway are quite good around here. FS Legend, I don't think there is a mods and testing page. Yet. At least. I've had that happen to you a few times as well. I know, it's the most annoying thing in the world. It's like, okay, I'm gonna take a few minutes to go to the toilet here, and then I'll do more things. I'm kind of glad that I took a few extra minutes, because I was about to go for a shower. Then there was a knock at the door. I wouldn't have heard it if I was in the shower. New Brantner trailer can be converted into a manure spreader. Cool, I think. Valtra N Series Dave edition. Pretty much, Dagmar. I mean, the MooMobile is basically the Dave edition of the tractor, because if I had a real Valtra, if I had a Valtra in real life, I would ask them to paint it up to look like a cow. Or a pig, or something. It would just have this, like, hideously bad paint job. But I would at least try and do that. Just because I'd find it funny and unique. And then I go on, like, those Christmas light runs that they do around December for charity. I'd go on those and just have everything outlined in white lights. Because I'd find that hilarious. And I'm sure there'll be plenty of people that or simple, I take a spray can to the tractor and you go, I mean, that works too. Well, no, because I'm singing in the shower. No, because I'm half deaf. I'm half deaf and the shower is quite loud. Your local courier usually leaves it behind the plant pot of your house. Ours drop it into the neighbours. Because both sides, actually, pretty much all around the neighbours here are brilliant, so... If I didn't take delivery of it, somebody else would have, quite easily, and... we could have just collected it from their house. It wouldn't have been a big deal. Like, even the owner of the garage down the road, we know them quite well, so it could go there and like we'd know to be safe. Local tractor run club Jerome runs is running a tractor run from Carlo in Germany to Carlo. I didn't even know there was a Carlo in Germany. Is Oxy giving me Marvel Manor yet? No, I probably won't get it until you guys do. FS Legend. I know what he's kind of his roadmap for release is like, and I'm probably not going to get it until day of release or not too far off that, I would imagine. Because both me and Landy are kind of the opinion that streaming it a lot will just result in us getting asked when's it coming out a trillion times, and when we can't give an answer, it annoys us because we can't give an answer, and it annoys whoever wants to know because they don't get an answer. So don't expect to see too much like pre-release content from us through FS19. First looks and stuff, maybe, but that's all dependent on the modder, and I think we're both of the opinion now that we're as nice as early access is to stuff. It just gives us time to get videos kind of ready and a backlog of videos ready so that we can kind of relax once the map is out fully and we can just release like 5 or 10 pre-recorded episodes. And basically take a week off recording or something. Work on other things. So that's the advantage to pre-release for me, at least now, if I were to get a pre-release. What'll I do after harvesting? Probably deal with the rest of the fields. Because now we own 9, 10, and 11, I need to see what the state of those fields are. Because I just blindly bought them. So that's going to be the plan after the harvest is done. Is run around, just check that everything's... Well, all the fields are basically ready to be seeded, and then I'll reseed field 11 here. Cultivate it up and reseed it. Or not field 11, field what I, field what I made field. My field. I will also need at some point to buy a corn header for the combine, which I really should have done before I bought all the solar panels, but it'll be fine. I'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll survive. I can always cheat in more money. Exactly, Alice. That's kind of the reason we did it. Because we've spoken about that. It's like... It's better not to do pre-release streams, or too many pre-release streams at least. Because number one, people get burnt out of the map before it's even out. And we're trying to figure out ways to prevent people getting burned out of maps, and that's a good way. And number two, it just reduces the annoyance that we get. Because we both get that people get super excited about maps when they're coming out soon and when they're new and they're from Oxy. We get that. Because, I mean, it's Oxy. I'm excited for the damn map. But the constant question of when's it coming out? Why isn't it out yet? When's it coming out? It just makes YouTube not fun at times. This is Canola 354 at the point. What the hell is my economic difficulty set at? These prices have been heavily tweaked. 354 at the port. Where's the port? Oh, right down at the bottom end of the map. Pre-record videos and... yeah, exactly, yes. D-Waddle! You finally got me live. Funny thing is I go live at roughly the same time every day, give or take like 10 minutes, because... you know... yeah. Map's really hard to make money on. I see this! I think we may be getting even more solar panels in the near future. I didn't realise that he'd balanced the prices so insanely, I could have gone down that path. I've just realised this now. Oh well, we're taking the alternative route. Yeah, I didn't realise that he'd made the prices quite this difficult. Possibly, Ernie, I think possibly it was just that there were so many maps for 17 that people wanted to see like almost a new map every week. And that was kind of an unsustainable thing for YouTubers. So I'm hoping people aren't like going to be like that in 19 as well. Because it's really frustrating to be on a map and be really enjoying a map, and then like a week later everybody's like, oh, this map again, I'm bored. It's like, well, aren't that many, especially like right now, there aren't that many maps out there, so I'm hoping the burnout isn't going to be huge between maps this time around, because it's quite difficult to find a map that I get on with. Yeah, I'm not one of these YouTubers who's going to stick with the Giants maps no matter what for months on end and just keep going on them to episode 193. Like some YouTubers do. Like, that's stupid as well. Hey, Connor. At this point, only some console guys are asking when maps coming for their platform. Well, yeah, that's fair enough, to be fair. Like, the console guy's wondering, that's actually fair. I hope this is the port sell point. Oh my god. Oh, Roy, why you do this? Oh, that canola was just $2 grand. $2.5 grand. Oakfield? What about Oakfield, Dak? Oxy hasn't even said what his next map's gonna be. He said it's like gonna be one of 3 or 4, maybe even 5. So I don't think he's completely decided yet. And he has said that he wants to take a bit of a break from GE in between, well, now and him starting work on his next map, which is a bit of a break for him. Is about 3 days. So more like, oh my god, they're the people who just don't understand anything and are gonna complain no matter what, Yanis. Like, they think giants are in control over what mod makers, or what the modders actually make. See, Jimmy. Hey, NHF. Wood's worth so much. I know! Forestry's really viable now. It's a really good option. So I might be doing a bit more forestry on this map because it's the best way to make money. Possibly terrain modification with equipment like front end loaders alike, with or without mods. That'll be fun. No, I even kind of theory crafted this in my head when they were working on terrain modification, and before I knew what it was gonna look like. And I kind of theoried out the physics involved and all that, and trying to do it with equipment would be an optimizational nightmare. Because, hey Oxy, if you think about how that would work, is you'd have, we'll say, your bulldozer, and you want to flatten land ahead of the bulldozer or modify land around the bulldozer or whatever. You'd have to constantly be... Thank you. You'd have to constantly be recalculating the physics. And that just wouldn't be... At best, it'd be very difficult to optimize. At worst, it'd be impossible. I'm not even going to question that, Wolf. Just... that was a thing that happened. That's all I'm going to say about it. There is seemingly a crop in field 9. What is it? Oh, is this crop over here in field 9? It looks suspiciously like potatoes. Having seen that demonstration of physics, good point. Is this Spuds? If this is Spuds, I'm renting a harvester. Rooftops. Oh my god, the potatoes are... This needs ploughing. Oh! Renting a harvester, yo. Can I afford to rent a harvester? Details... 25,000. Done. Well, look, I sneezed and now I got 29,000. No, I can't buy that gate. You can't buy that, Dave. There we go. There we go. Hey, CD. Let's get the beacons on, we'll do a potato harvest. The classic click-clack sneeze. I know, I mean, it's the strangest kind of sneeze. It sounds almost exactly like me typing, and even on screen it looked like I was typing something. But no, that was just a sneeze. That was just a very strange sneeze. With my hands on the keyboard. What does the horn on this sound like? Pathetic. Let's go in cab because it's going to be slightly easier to see like this. And by slightly, I mean not much, but it'll do. This can just about make it onto the... Wow. Brown Trader's looking fantastic. I haven't checked your Facebook for a while, actually, CD. I need to check that again soon. I might check it after the stream. Gotta go, leaving cert study time. Oh boy, Finton, good luck with that. I remember the leaving cert, that wasn't fun. It's a year of my life I'll never get back. Ah, that was not the right entrance anyway. Can this even fit through the little gap here? That aluminium trailer will look so good with the... I know it won't look perfectly aluminium-like, but if you use the bare steel texture, it'll look so good in-game, because it'll be shiny and stuff. So let's get this unfolded. And away we go, harvesting potato. This is going to be literally some money. I hope it's a decent amount. As long as it's more than what I'm spending to rent this machine, I'll be quite happy. Unless something changes, there will be. Well, I can tell you the PBR is only really metal textures CD, so... Assuming you're talking to me, not Brendan. Which I think you might have been talking to Brendan. But I can tell you that the PBR only really supports metal textures, because that's all that PBR has really been perfected yet, is metal-based stuff, so... Other materials, not so great. Answer is from console. Sweet. You should try and get as much of your stuff as you can on console, though. You might find that you get a bit more abuse for it, and it's maybe not worthwhile, but... I think there'd be plenty of Irish console players who'll be quite happy to have Browns and your style of mods on their console available on PS4 and Xbox One. But I know that bringing stuff out on console also brings about the unfortunate minority who just don't like anything ever. Hey, GD. Kingdom under retail. CD, this might be a lot of work for you, but what you could do is do it giant style, which is to make a super high poly version, texture that up and get all the textures done on that, and then just do massive poly reduction until you're at like whatever limit giants want now. I call that good. Just be like, Keenan wanted this super detailed, so it's super detailed. I think some modders forget that while it is a lot more trouble to go to put stuff on console, there's also a lot more people who are going to be really happy that the stuff's on console. Turns out it was on Steam Cloud. That Steam Cloud is great, but it's terrible at times. It just Steam breaks so many things. It's like YouTube. It's just like, please, just work for like a day, please. I've seen the Keenans from Facebook. Not for a while. I haven't actually looked at CD's Facebook page in, God, a few weeks minimum. I've not been around Facebook much, so that's part of the problem. I also need to leave a group chat because I was recording today and somebody bloody started a call, so I'm gonna shoot my friend who added to me added me in a message explaining why on earth I'm leaving it, because I don't want to be that guy who just leaves silently, but I also don't want to be that guy who causes problems in that group chat, because there's somebody in there that I just don't want to talk to ever again. Yes, you can set a mass value, but it's based on density, and it's really complicated to figure it out. Like, you have to go into the actual i3D text to set densities and stuff, and it's a pain in the rear end. Because the density fiddles with then the physics, and the physics mess with the suspension, especially of vehicles and stuff. And the game can only really handle so much before it just goes like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing! And nothing works anymore. I got a forklift to implode in FS17 by making it too dense. It just wouldn't do anything, it'd just spin up the tires and that was about it. Because I made physics angry and the game didn't know what to do anymore with the I think it was a 50-ton forklift I made. Just by doing density fiddling. You have to sell 250 sheep manually. Why do you have to sell them manually? Can you not sell them automatically? Or like use the trigger thingy to sell them? I'm really tempted. I actually want to check something here. Physics angry equals not good, but fun for me because content. I'm going to cheat in money again. I'm going to cheat in 100,000 this time. Because I have been told that the IT runner... Because I want to get the IT runner if it looks good. The IT runner doesn't look very good anymore. Oh my god! Oh my god. Oh, I forgot this is color selectable. Brendan's just like, no, please, no, immediately no. It's fun when you make physics angry, but not when you're trying to actually do something. I want to go see how allegedly badly these IT runners things look. Other than the fact that they're hot pink. Health and safety. Yeah, they're health and safety pink. If you can't see them coming, you need to get your eyes tested. RainbowDave, secret from... Oh my god, you can see them from here. You can see it from here. It's luminous pink. Oh my god, what have I done? What have I done? Oh, I'm gonna have to change the colors on these. I'll keep this bit pink, but the grain container is a bit too much pink in one place. It's like the pink tree on a stand, so you can see it from anywhere on the map. Yeah, I need to change the color of the grain container because that's too big to be hot pink. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this disconnected. Guaranteed never to be stolen. This is true. But let's just make it a bit of a less. I thought yellow would look less horrific. That's actually hurting my eyes. The red looks nice. Like, the default green is nice, but I want something that's a bit more interesting. Olive, garlic, beige. The beige is a bit bright. I'm gonna go with garlic because that's more beige than beige. No. Ooh, that's a really nice shade of blue. That'd be like really nice on a Valtra. That yellow's a bit much. Jet black, onyx black. Oh, that's a really nice color too. This is the problem with the color options is. Yeah, that looks industrial. I like that. That's an industrial orange. It's gotta be pink or yellow. No, I like how the orange looks. Like, it's very... This is possibly too big for the tractor now. Also, it clashes wonderfully with the pink, I've just realised. Like, that is one of the most horrific colour combinations that I have seen yet. So, I'm quite happy. Why do I have pink wet rims? Because I like pink. Look at how horrific that colour combination is. That's beautiful. A hot pink trailer with a bright orange grain bin on top. That is perfect. That is perfect for making people blind. On the plus side, nobody would tailgate. Well, I mean, on the plus side, it is definitely high vis. Even the blind can see this. Looks like a rainbow threw up. Like, this color combination gives sight to the blind. And even they know it looks bad. Ooh. Does cheats enable console? No. I don't think it does. I think you gotta go into dev mode for the console itself. If it does, what button is it? It's the tilt key. It's the one next to one on the keyboard. Not the numpad, but the normal bog standard keyboard thingy. Dave's crazy orange. No one would take this if it was out on a road with a sign saying free on it. Somebody would take it. Is there a problem with ModHoster? Oh, is it still down? It does look like papaya orange, to be fair, Yanis, yeah. The problem with ModHoster is they're really bad at renewing their security certificates. So, ooh, no, it didn't. So, every few months when the security certificate expires, ModHoster is basically inaccessible because no website will let you, or no browser will let you access a website with invalid security certificates. Because they just see them as harbingers of doom, basically, for a computer. So the problem is that ModHoster is really bad at renewing security certs. Which is apparently the two hardest words in the English language for me to say together. That's all that's wrong with mod holsters. Just the security certs have run out again. As per usual, they haven't bothered renewing them. The first few times that I saw it happening, I was like, oh, what's wrong with mod holster? I love mod holster. Why is it down? And now it's just like, oh, it's that time again, is it? We've done the thing again. Okay. I don't know why they're so bad at it, but they are. And it's honestly kind of comical at this point. Also, this field apparently had weeds that may or may not be dead. Security search is apparently a big test for me trying to talk. Blind can't see the trailer because they're blind. No, it's so bright that they can't see it. They can sense that it's horrific. What else used to be? FSUK used to be great, and then the mod hub really took over. Giant's mod hub. I kind of feel sorry for FSUK in that regard, because like it wasn't something they did. It wasn't this. It wasn't that the mods on FSUK got worse. It's just that everybody went to Giant's mod hub instead. Because Giants have the reward system, which FSUK just can't afford to offer. It's just like I'm bad at color combos. It's as if I did that intentionally to get a terrible color combination. It's almost as if I intentionally chose two colors that just wouldn't work with each other because I found it funny. Would Dave be silly enough to intentionally choose two colors that don't work together? Don't field 8, so we gotta turn around. Did I? Have I ever done anything that's stupid in the past? Like, have I ever gone out of my way to do stupid stuff? Just like found something funny and decided that because it's funny I'm gonna do it? That's the real question. Yes, the answer is yes. Never doubt my daily. Nobody would argue the opposite. I'm sure somebody would, and they'd be wrong, but I'm sure somebody would argue the opposite. Never apologize for being honest, Brendan. Especially not when I said, like, I knew the answer to the question when I asked it. That's why I asked it. I'm kind of curious why, and this isn't a complaint, why views are so low lately. On the streams in particular, like, are you guys back at school yet? Those of you who are in school, are you back in school yet? And if not, are you like going on, going places? Seeing as you're not in school? Because I get the feeling people are making the most of the January sales this year. And that's why views have been a bit lower than I'd normally expect during school holidays. You're back in on Monday? Ah, okay. But are you making the most of the sales? Like, are you being dragged out to shopping? Because like my views have been bad, but Landy's have been okay, and I can't help but wonder if it's something to do with the time that we stream. Or maybe the fact that I've annoyed a lot of people the past year or so. No, that's the wrong pedal! I was hitting the brake and I forgot that was the reverse button as well. I forgot the brake is also reverse. Miss some streams visiting people. No, don't apologize, dude. Like, if you miss streams, you miss streams. I'm just kind of curious why, generally speaking, views have been a bit lower than I'd normally expect this time of year. Like during a school break. Farmer's gone shopping, yeah. Because usually, like, during a school break, everybody's, especially during the winter, kind of indoors because they don't want to be cold. So, but I guess the mild weather lately might be contributing to that a bit, because it's been unseasonably warm. I'm terrified about like a cold snap suddenly coming at the end of February and like 7 inches of snow falling overnight again. I get the distinct feeling that's possible again. I think probably holiday mess, yeah. Smack in the middle of the day for you, usually always otherwise occupied. I mean, that worked, that's... I'm guessing you're in the States if it's smack in the middle of the day for you. Either that or you've got kind of a bit of an offset schedule compared to most people in Europe, I guess. If I love you, please make that happen. Please make what happen? I'm not sure what you want to happen. Like an extreme cold snap? Ah, Chicho in the middle of the US. 7 inches of snow. No! I don't like that much snow. I especially don't like it because my sister will probably be working it, like, regardless of snow, and like the roads would be treacherous. No, during the Beast from the East, she had to take, I think it was an unpaid day off because like the roads were impassable. I love snow. I love looking at snow. I hate trying to do anything with snow. Last year you had almost minus 13 for every. Last year I think we had like minus 15 one day, which was just hideously cold. I do have, though, if it gets too cold, or like so cold that I feel like I need to wear a onesie or something, I do have a new onesie. As of yesterday. I went downstairs after the stream because my parents had came home. And I do have an the Incredibles onesie. Sorry on cattle, yeah. 7 inches. 7 inches isn't too bad if you're used to snow in general. 7 inches in a country that basically gets snow once every, once every 5 years, maybe? That much snow is disastrous, because we don't have any infrastructure that can actually deal with that kind of snow. Or that kind of weather. Like, our roads are kind of built for... They're built to deal with the weather that we get, but they're not built to deal with snow. They're not built to deal with extreme heat or extreme cold. They're built to be kind of in the middle. So when it was like 30 degrees Celsius last summer, the roads in Ireland started to melt. During the Beast from the East kind of season, like, roads were just... You couldn't get down some roads because the snow had just blocked them and we didn't have any... There were a lot of people who were just reliant on farmers to get around because there were 8-foot deep snow drifts in the middle of the road. Well, yeah, so here last year during the Beast from the East, there were parts of the country that like people couldn't get out for a week because the snow still hadn't melted because there was an 8-foot snowdrift outside their door. It's like that's like nowhere can handle that. Except maybe like Russia or somewhere that's used to getting that extreme amount of snow. Where I will at some point, Brendan. You know for a fact there's going to be a day where I just can't be bothered getting dressed properly, so I'll wear the Incredibles onesie. And then look fantastic on the stream. You managed to flip a lowboy. I hope you mean in Farm Sim. Because if that was in real life, you probably caused quite a lot of problems, Dagmar. Irish councils have snowplows. Not as far as I'm aware, Woodshed. Like, we have gritters. And plenty of farmers who have, like, the ability to make improvised snowplows, but I don't think that most councils here actually have snowplows. Medium amounts of snow yearly, 30-ish inches. 30-ish inches for Ireland is a lot. Like, that would be world ending in Ireland, even over the course of a year. We get, on an average year, some snow falling, but not landing. Let's get back to the Valtra. Get this over to the harvestor. Here's the blades on the front. That might be a thing. Here. That might be a thing here too, I don't know. I thought I heard somebody knocking at the door just then, sorry. Sorry for the mic mute. Hey Anai, how you doing today, dude? Let's get this lined up. We're good. You hate your internet 1 to 3 megabits. Mine used to be like that. For the longest time I had like 1 meg or less internet. So I know that pain. Ooh, something we can buy while we're unloading here is the corn header for the harvester. Which will be the corn champion. Clearly the best header in the world ever. Done this again. Oh well, we get an autosave in. And why does it feel so like that? Because I'm harvesting potatoes and I'm bad at it. I'm going to have to sell the potatoes if I want to basically move with this. So where's the best place to sell the spuds? The farm shop for 96, which is beyond the shop out in Little Island. Is Riverview on FSUK? I think so, yes. But if you want the link, it should be in chat. There you go. That's the link that I got it from. I think it's also on FSUK. The one that I put in is definitely a link that you can use, but you gotta have an account on PCSG to download it, because PCSG is one of those sites that require an account for you to download stuff. Which people complain about that, but I'm really like fine with that. It's a good way of like limiting DDoS ability. Like, there's no limit on the speed of the download. There's just a limit on whether or not you can download, depending on accounts, on whether you got an account. So I'm fine with that. It's the site, like the sites that limit your download speed because you're not giving us money, so we're going to give you 38 kilobits per second download. Why? We're going to continue Project Cars. Yes! I recorded the next two videos earlier on today. Hey Matty, how you doing today, dude? Some sites have shady TOS, like tracking network details. Although under EU law they have to provide you access to those details and delete them if you want them to. Otherwise, they can be fined. Is it up to 20% of their annual earnings? Or up to 5% or some percentage of their annual earnings? Which that didn't work at all, Dave. Yeah, this isn't gonna... Where is the Manitou? Actually, where is the Manitou? Oh! Conveniently, it was actually blocking the road that I needed. Lower the top it, or I could just grab the Manitou, which is just down the road. As things with me, pretty good. I could lower the hook lift, yes. That would be another way to solve this. But as it turns out, I needed to move the Manitou anyway, so this kind of two birds, one stone situation. Because I think I can get in behind the... Yeah, I can get in behind that pretty easily. Oh, really easily. I couldn't have flipped in a better spot, quite honestly. You see, I can just kind of hook in underneath here and lift it up. And look at that lifting ability. Look at how well the Manitou is lifting this. You couldn't imagine something lifting as well as the Manitou. You hear anything about Dead 6 release delay? I heard a lot of whispers on their Discord that people are suddenly now doubting whether or not it'll release. I need something with more weight, but I think I'll try Reese's suggestion of just lowering the hook lift and seeing if this will help. I mean, if nothing else, it's unflip the tractor, which may be able to... What on earth? I think it's on their website, and I mean, it did unflip, but it was... I'd argue that was a bit dramatic for what it was doing. It quite literally made a song and dance about unflipping. I have absolutely no idea what that was. A sassy IT runner for the farm. Yeah, I mean... Just when you thought that I might get realistic from the whole channel update that I did yesterday, I also managed to find a way to get the IT runner to actually do a dance. Cavalier Roy, you are evil with where you placed that one hedge. Come on. I'm pretty sure this is the way I need to go, but I don't know if I can get the trailer turned around. It might have glitched into the tree and pinged out. That could have gone very wrong in so many ways. In reality, that would have been potatoes everywhere, and also probably several thousand people dead. Is Tesla gonna make a tractor? I doubt it, but I guess maybe. Can I not unload the potatoes here? Oh, is it because I don't have... It's because I didn't have that selected. No, I'm sure that I had a button here for 11. I knew that I had something bound up to unload. The pink Moo is back. Pink MooMobile, yes. Okay, I'm better off getting the other IT runner, I think. The other trailer, at least. Because this one's just a bit too big and unwieldy. For what? Oh my god. What have I done? How am I going to get back onto the bridge? Oh, that was surprisingly easy. You mapped all the buttons on the side panel, so now nothing makes any sense. That's always the problem when you remap a couple of buttons. It's like, you just kind of sat there looking at everything and you're like, I know there is a button that does this thing, but I can't remember what button it is. An electric tractor would need a gearbox to be usable. Yeah. But it would probably perform better than... As silly as this sounds, it would probably perform better in tasks like ploughing and stuff than an engine or an IC tractor, internal combustion engine. Because if you think about it, electric engines, their speciality is providing lots and lots of torque. So stuff like ploughing and really heavy field work might be best served by an electric vehicle. Just gonna fishtail this into the sell point real quick, because I'm gonna min-max selling of this. That should be good enough. Except... Oh, good, I can sell it. That should be good enough, and now we can just buy the skip. In... We'll get it in a logical color this time. Nice logical... Oh my god, that looks hideous. Get in John Deere green or Fent green. the John Deere green's a nicer green. I'm gonna repaint this from pink as well because it actually hurts my eyes a bit. Customize. We'll make it JCB yellow. Just because that's a color of yellow that is somewhat pleasing to the human eye. But that's a nice yellow. I probably, to be quite honest, need a bigger tractor overall just to run the IT runner stuff. But we'll make do! Yeah, I definitely need just a bigger tractor to run this stuff. It's definitely easier on the eyes than hot pink. Yeah. I'm gonna keep the pink rims on the Valtra though, because Valtra needs pink rims. Next time, the next time the Valtra is gonna go into the store icon, store trigger point, is probably either going to be to get sold or to just get repaired up. One of the two. Pink rims fit with the cow paint job. I know! This is a whole lot less blinding than the last color combination. Let's get... Yes, the engine needs to start to be able to harvest. Let's get back to the potato harvest. Which I might... Do you know, if I was smart, I would have just let this all be done by a hard worker. If I was even smarter, I'd have a second tractor already. The IT runner is holding up surprisingly well, considering it's been brought forward twice now. Has it been brought forward twice, though? I think it might have been brought forward 3 times. I think it was originally for 13. Why do we have 2 gas station mods? You'll see a lot more than just the 2. But it's because they're pretty easy to make. All you have to do is model a petrol station, take the trigger off one of the petrol stations in game, and there you go. There's a DLC in 15. I thought it was for 13 for some reason, so... Okay, yeah, it's been brought forward twice now. I thought it was a DLC in 13, not 15. They do fade because I've reduced the latency. It's now on super low latency mode. Again, I did it once as an experiment, but you couldn't rewind the stream, and I kind of like having the DVR available. Yeah, have a quick Google, please, and I also want to just, on my netbook, do something real quick. Open that new tab, please. There we go. So, we're quickly coming up on the weekend again. Does anybody have any cool plans for the weekend? It was 15. Oh, okay. Why did I think it was 13 then? Anybody planning on doing anything cool over the weekend? I I'm gonna take the weekend off. I will be streaming, but I'm not gonna do YouTube-y things over the weekend other than stream. Gonna be continuing my attempts to get my sleeping pattern back in shape. Back resembling something that is vaguely human. Testing out the phone's camera. Spending some time with your friends. Very nice, Dagmar. Hey, Elvis. Things that I never thought I'd be saying when I started streaming. Hello, Elvis. Getting ready to go back to Leeds, see your godson again? Very cool, Matty. Safe travels. I really miss drive control. I know the better keyboard steering, you know, allows you to have some of the same functionalities as drive control, but most of it is just stuff that I'd never use. Use gearbox. Gearbox is something that I'm going to consider using in 19. I'm going to do some rebindings if and when it comes out, and see how well I can do at that, I guess. Is GPS coming to console? Probably not, Dagmar. It's a script. So, script rules apply to that, unfortunately. Fahy needs shuttle. That's what I want drive control for. Is shuttle mode. I know that there is a mod being worked on that shows like all the engine stuff, but it does have issues. I think it's that one that has issues. And I know there's a few others that like Landy's been testing out that do have some issues. I've just realised why I'm struggling so much with the trailer when there's potatoes in it. It's because I've got the real crop mass mod in. So the potatoes weigh twice as much as they used to. Our dad's not back on Monday. Well, considering there's been mods going up the last 2 days, I'd imagine they're already back from the Christmas break. And it was maybe a bit shortened due to the way the game released. And the fact that there are still some bugs left in that didn't get squished in the 1.2 patch that maybe still need squishing. Yeah, the Valtra is coping surprisingly well considering it had, what, 20 odd tons of potatoes in the back. Anything interesting? Real crop mass mod is there. Not on console though, I don't think. The MooMobile. Oh, do you mean today? What went up today? Solar panels. There's something you'll be wanting. The solar panels that make constant money for you are back. I did download something else, but I've already forgotten what it was. Oh, it was a bale spike for a front loader that you can put like up to 4 bales on a front loader, which is just going to be handy for stacking. And there are a few other things that I've forgotten already. Which isn't to say that they're crap, it's just that they're not memorable to me. I'm going to be getting the vehicle extension mod Landy has. I don't know if memory serves, he said that it has issues. Or something he's using has issues. I'll have to ask him again tonight. Was it the vehicle extension or something? Because he said it yesterday and I was just so tired that yesterday is just this blur to me that barely exists. Yeah, the solar panels are available in 3 sizes, which if I go into the shop and show you in miscellaneous, you've got the 750 watt for 75 grand, the 1500 watt for 100 grand, or the 3000 watt for 150 grand. And I've got 3 of the 3000 watt panels on this map, as it is. Yeah, hey, it's Dave. How you doing today, dude? Very good myself. I am doing very well indeed. I am there's some insane prices for solar. Doing the moon landing contract on KSP. Very nice. Little trick for landing, Dusty, if you get down to speeds where you know you can land with a suicide burn, is to use the shadow being cast on the moon as reference to how high you are, because the altimeter thingy doesn't work 100% correctly. Oh, that's the one that I downloaded, the Fleagle Cattle Trailer. I knew there was something else, but I couldn't remember what it was. Bale spike would be good for squares. Yeah, I actually downloaded 3 things then. I've just realised. I downloaded 2 things, the solar panels and the bale spike, and also the cattle trailer, which apparently doesn't count as a thing now. No, I downloaded those 3, and just because they looked interesting. Bale spike would be good for squares. That's why I got it. Like, I plan on doing a lot of square bales. I know that at the moment I've only got a round baler on this map, but moving forwards, I know just for a fact, because it's me, I'm going to be mainly doing square bales. How far back do I have to go? Too far back. The little fert spinner was out yesterday. I do have that, and that reminds me, how much lime is in... I'm going to have to do something here real quick. Involving... Yeah, I'm just going to steal the Valtra. I've got to go up to the yard real quick just to do something. Because I want to make one change to the equipment I actually have on the farm. Or on this map. Because I want to get rid of the fertilizer spinner that I have. Which I think I'm using for well, I'm using it for lime mainly, but it's way too big for my needs. It's also full of lime that I don't want to go to waste. So that's just... I wonder if I can do it like this. No. Just empty that, and we can set it off now. From the garage. We're gonna make a profit on this, aren't we? And I want to buy a little Amazon spinner which can handle lime. Something that the Axis can't. Can handle lime, and it's about half the size of the little Kuhn Axis. We'll get it in full 1801 config, why not? Yeah, we made a profit on that of like 14 grand. 13,500. $3,000 watt system would run $12,000. Yeah, but the problem is the way that it works in game is it makes a lot more money than you would in real life as well. So I'm perfectly fine with it being an unrealistic cost for balance reasons. If you wanted to cost a realistic amount, you can go into the files and edit the XMLs to reduce the price. But because it produces so much more money than you'd get in real life from solar, it's got this inflated price for balance purposes. The same way that the windmills in FS15 and 17 were unrealistically cheap. And that was the balance going the other way. It's like they were unrealistically cheap, and also provided a lot more money than you'd ever get in real life from wind energy. So I like these little sprayers. I've always just got on with the little three-point mounted sprayers, and I don't know why. I need to... Bit of sticker shock. It says it in the description on the mod hub. I don't know if it says it in here at all. Yeah, the 750 watt earns you $165 an hour. The 3000 watt earns you $660 an hour. Which you'd be, I think, with a real life solar panel, you'd be lucky to make that in a month. I don't remember. No, I don't. Again, memory of a amnesiac goldfish. I don't remember these things, I. Where can you get Farm Sim merch? I don't know. I don't know if Giants sell any, and if like that's something that I need to get on to Lars about. Is it would be a fantastic idea if they did sell merch, because I want a Farm Sim hat. I want a Farm Sim baseball cap. Let's just get this filled back up. Yeah, this is, I think, much more reasonable for the size of farm that we have to have as a lime spreader. This is a ZAU. See, Yanis, hopefully your Wi-Fi stops turning out. You got a Farm Sim baseball cap for Christmas? Very nice. I'm kind of jealous. I genuinely want one of those. I know that I've got the C64 edition of Farm Sim, as well as, you know, a Farm Sim mousepad, which I don't know if you can even buy these. I was given it by Giants. You know, I've got genuinely unique stuff. That it's, if not very difficult to get, impossible to get. But I really want a Farm Sim baseball cap, so that I can wear it just during streams, because I hate how my hair looks. But I'm not gonna be like some people and get like my own branded cap and refuse to stream without it. Like I'm quite happy streaming without a cap on. I just prefer to have like a baseball cap that I could wear. That hopefully would be big enough for my big bloody head. They should do merch, and I'm going to get on to Lars about that. So like, I'm going to start lobbying Giants through Lars to do Farm Sim merch that you can buy. Ideally including the baseball cap, because I want that baseball cap. Where's the RainbowDave mousepad? I'm still using the RainbowDave mousepad. Hey, for those of you that don't know, it's filthy dirty and needs to be washed. But I do also have a RainbowDave gaming mousepad, of which only 2 exist. And I spent an inordinate amount of money getting it made. So some place was selling Farm Sim merch? I genuinely don't know. Like, that's a question that I'd have to bring to Lars and be like, is there merch? I also need to remind him of stuff that he meant to do before Christmas. But he, let's just say he doesn't have the greatest memory in the world at times. Hey, DMF. FS Benny that comes with the collector's edition is really comfortable. Oh, the beanie? I don't like beanies. I've got beanies and I don't particularly like... I might be wearing one on the 19th actually if it's cold. Because screw standing outside for 3 or 4 hours without a beanie hat on. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of beanies. Or kind of those kind of hats in general. If I find out, it'd be nice to hear. If they don't sell merch, Thomas, I'll just ask the simple question, why? Because, like, that is a very simple and effective way of making money, which is what giants generally are in the business of doing. I'm pretty sure it'd be fairly popular merch. Hey, Jack. Maybe not like the stuff that was a collector's edition exclusive, because I think that it's best stuff like that is kept exclusive to like special editions and stuff. I need Farm Sim Fedora. No. I don't need another Fedora. Plus, I mean, the headphones don't go over hats very well. It needs to be like a baseball cap or something, so the headphones will go over it. Hey, Faisy. How you doing today, Jack? You doing well? And you too as well, Faisy. You doing well? Just so you don't feel all left out and stuff. I'm okay. Bit tired because I actually woke up at the same time this morning and my body clock is all sorts of wonked out. But I'm like, I feel good. I feel good despite being tired. Get one with built-in headphones. That'd be kind of cool, but they'd probably annoy me. Fancy doing some multiplayer after stream? No. Sorry for the blunt answer, but no, I don't. Landy says this, and I'm gonna say this too. Like, we play the absolute minimum amount of farm sim we can get away with. Not because we hate the game. And Giants know... Giants kind of know this is a thing. Is we play as little of the game as we can off camera. Not because we hate it. Because we do... Like, I love the game, Landy loves the game, and that's part of the reason we complain about the game a lot. Part of the reason Giants like us, I guess, is we're willing to, like, say, I love the game, but... But the reason that we don't play much of it is... Because if we played, we'll say 3 or 4, even 2 or 3 hours off stream, off camera, a day, we'd be playing 20 plus hours of farm sim a week. Which is a bit much, considering it's 20 plus hours times 52, and then times probably about, you know, you're going up near 2 years. It becomes a bit too much to handle, and burnout is very much a thing. So one thing that we both do is we, where possible, avoid off-camera work. If there is off-camera work, we do it in the laziest way possible with the biggest equipment we can find. So if I do download mods from dodgy sites, they will be just convenience mods so that I can do stuff off-camera. You've played 60 hours and you're done already. That's why we ration our time in the game. Like, quite simply, Massey, it's like, we enjoy playing, but to extend that enjoyment as much as possible, it just makes perfect sense. So there's a film. I don't record, at the moment, any farm sim videos, because... Well, this map, I like it. I really do. I don't think it's worth doing a series on, because number one, I'm a decent bit into this map now, and I like starting my series kind of episode 1 is me setting up the map in a way. You play it for like an hour a day. It's kind of different if you're doing YouTube. In a way. In a way it's not, but it's kind of different. The one thing that I'm going to have to force myself to play in the coming weeks is actually cattle and crops. And it'll be on camera, but it does, James. I mean, that was my big complaint about the game, was like, and it's still kind of a complaint about the base game. There's no way to spread lime in the early game. You need to get like a mid-game fertilizer spreader to be able to spread lime, which is silly because like the early games when you need the yield the most. So it would have been nice if the coon, which I know it can in real life, could spread lime. So with the Amazon being capable of lime spreading now, that's solved the problem for me. But if it's not on console, then it's continuing the issue on console. I didn't bother checking if it is on console. But you know, it's a continuation of that problem. There's no real easy early game solution for lime spreading. And that's the way that I look at things. It's like, is there a solution for problem X, which is lime because of yield? And base game, no, there's really not in the early game. Like, just starting off a map, you've got to spend a lot of money, especially on like start from scratch, on getting that lime spreader. Because otherwise you're going to lose money constantly from having a bad yield because you haven't spread lime. No lime for coon. No, not the coon, the Amazon. Dagmar. Don't know what the spread is like with the Amazon, takes a lot of filling up. Well, this field needs lime anyway, so I can test it out in this field once I got this harvest finished, which will be reasonably soon, and I do have the spreader full already, so I just need to go up to the yard and hook it up. So I can test that out in probably like 5 to... Well, I can test it out after this pass, really. And we can see what the lime spread is like from the Amazon. I know that I could just read it from the shop, but it's much more interesting to actually try it. Hey Farmer Campkin, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Let's get this spun around. There we go. That realistic mass mod is causing havoc with this poor Valtra. Just on field 17, took 4 of the biggest bradles fully loaded. It is on console, okay. I don't want to sell off the potatoes. Yes. See you, Thomas. Just listen to the poor Valtra. It is not happy with this at all. I need to sell the farm tech, by the way. Like, that now serves no purpose. Let's do that real quick. Farm tech is there. Oh, the mods now aren't down to the end anymore. That's actually a nice change that's been made. I think the next thing that I need to buy isn't going to be field, isn't going to be a harvester, it's going to be a new tractor. I think I'm going to go for a mid-sized tractor now. Because this Valtra is really starting to struggle. Is John Brown tractors still running? John Brown tractors? I've never heard of that brand before. Do you mean David Brown? In which case, kind of. They're called Case now. They got bought out by Case many years ago. If you mean David Brown cars, they are still running. They're just known as Aston Martins. That's what the DB stands for. So close to getting the cotton picker. Take out a loan for the rest of the money, Dagmar. There we go. Tomorrow, by the way, I'll be doing multiplayer, and I happen to know that Carturix has set something up for me. On the server. He asked if he could do it the other day, and I said go for it. Cheat in however much money you need to do it, and do it. So, tomorrow's stream is sponsored by Carturix being inventive. That's even 40 years. It's probably David Brown then, yeah. They no longer exist as David Brown. They got bought out by either Case or International quite a while ago, and Case and International merged to become Case IH. Just making things worse here, aren't I? Is there any way I can turn this trailer that it'll be a bit more happy? Maybe if I counterintuitively turn right here? No. Have I just completely got the trailer stuck? I may have the trailer completely and utterly stuck here. What if I disconnect and just shuffle the tractor around a bit? Now the tractor's stuck in a hedge. Okay, so I need to get the Manitou. This has all gone horribly wrong. Was see the other map on FSUK? Yes, I've already tried it, and that was the other one that I tried out, was Maypole. And I didn't like it. It's also by Cavalier Roy. It was uploaded under a different name on FSUK for reasons of because, but it's also by Cavalier Roy, so same person. They were both on PCSG first. I tried them out both out when they were on PCSG the day that Landy found them, and they're not bad. Like, Maypole isn't bad, it just didn't gel with me. Just, I don't know, I couldn't get a feel for it. It's got a few errors. The same with this map, with Riverview. York's fast. They're both converts, Fire. They're both quick converts. I think he's working on actually updating them at the moment. Right. The first problem I need to solve is the tractor. That, I think, is the bigger of the two issues, but... bouncing the IT runner out of its little jam is also a good idea. Well, it looks stupid. That was actually working. Even had the time to try this one. It's a good map. Thought they were new. Now, this... you might recognize the name Newbie Farm, Fahy. This is the Newbie Farm. Or it was the Newbie Farm. Back in the day. And it got renamed to Riverview. At some point. Okay, Valtra's free. And the trailer is kind of free, but not 100%. That said, it is moving solidly here. I may need to move the Manitou so that it doesn't jam the... Yeah, the Manitou needs to be moved backwards now. If I can move it backwards, there we go. There we go, that's everything sorted. Is the Warrior truck an American truck? Yes. Yeah, you recognize the names. At least, like, that's the thing that you always remember at maps, even if you don't play them, is you'll recognize some of the names that were kind of well known in maps. I need to do that. And this. Let's follow me about. That's again, Dakmar, that's a script. So, simple answer is no. I need to get this spun around somehow. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do it. That was not the way to do it, that's for sure. If I pull this all the way over to the right here, might be able to swing it around to the left. Yes! You know, if you like the ground textures in FSUK, give it until Marwell comes out, because Marwell's using a tweaked version of those textures, and it looks stunning on Marwell. Like, bear in mind that, like, looking at just textures on their own isn't 100% what you want to do. It's you need to look at the textures with, like, in context with like a full map with those textures in. Screenshots generally don't do them too much justice. I know I said that I don't have Marwell, but I've seen enough screenshots of Marwell to know that I like the ground textures on it. It's one of those things that I can tell pretty much straight away with one or two pictures. I think Marwell will be out in February at some point. It really depends on how quickly Giants go through testing all the stuff. And judging by the last couple of days, assuming they weren't left over from before Christmas, it's quite quickly at the moment. Quite efficiently. So, we might see ungodly sized mod dumps over the next couple of weeks. It'll take a while, yeah. Like, even if they test 10 a day, that's still 20 days total. But I think they're going through more than just 10 a day. Because there are going to be some that are easier to test those, like stuff that's just in-game equipment that's been made color selectable. That'll fail immediately. That's not a thing that Giants will accept for the mod hub. So, like that, they can just look at that immediately and say, well, it's just in-game but retextured. Or it's got color select on it, so no, that's not, it's not up to mod hub standards. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that'll get booted real quick because it's stuff that just won't get accepted. Like the color selectable in-game things. That's gonna be my kind of go-to, because like anybody can do that. The mod hub, I think the way that it's being seen by Giants is a place for people with skill to show off what they can do. And the color select mods, as easy as they are to make, as difficult as modding is, they're zero effort mods. Because it's literally just an XML tweak to do that. Hello, Rainbow Donald Gaming. I get the feeling these Rainbow Gaming accounts are coming in, attempting to troll me and just succeeding in confusing me instead. But hello. I'm sorry if you're not a troll, but I always get that feeling when there's just this theme with names all of a sudden. There's been a few different Rainbow Thing gaming accounts. Although I think Rainbow DK is legit. I should say that. So Landy should be going live very soon, actually, just looking at the time. In fact, I'm almost surprised he's not on countdown yet already. You play legit and you enjoy it. I think it's more fun to play legit. I know that I do money cheats a lot, but it's just to get like 1 or 2 things usually. And it's usually stuff that's just come out on the mod hub. Because as much as I enjoy playing legit, I know that YouTube, the core of it, is showing off the new things. Like me going mental with the floodlights yesterday. Landy doesn't like those, by the way. He was disappointed. He thought that was the trailer after being converted. I like the floodlights. I like how they work. I kind of wish they were a bit less bright. I think they're a bit blinding as is, but that I think is something that's just down to personal preference. That's this field done. So that's empty El Harvestro. And once that's done, which it is now, we can return the harvester. And the square baler that I still have for some reason. And I'm gonna just leave the trailer here. Hey, farm life. So let's just double check. This field needs ploughing and lime. This field just needs ploughing. Okay. Field 11 probably needs lime as well, but it's a bit late to be spreading it. Oh, it needs ploughing. Okay, so once we get the lime down, we've got apparently quite a bit of ploughing to do. That's fine. After the corn, it'll need lime as well. Do I need to do anything to this field in particular? Nope, that's fine. So let's get the Amazon and do some lime spreading. Which I think lime's been made a realistic weight by the realistic weight mod as well, come to think of it. Well, this way, why not? There's an achievement for breeding 20 cows, yes! I think actually, I've just had this thought. If I were to plant one of these fields, and I think it might well be the field I made. Holy crap, this is a wide spread! This is the new one from the hub, yes! I think it might be a good idea to get some cows. Plant one of the fields up in grass and get some cows. Can I get that on the go? That's a download then. Yes, I think you should download it as well. Like just for an early game lime spreader that's not like hilariously big. And do cotton. Cotton I would need to cheat money in for. So that's probably not going to be something I'll do very soon. But cows I think are something that I've got most of the equipment ready for them. Or, and I've just thought of this, I could do horses. On consoles they have a section for mod contest. Oh, for 19? I guess Giants are just preparing that in advance. Yeah, the mod contest will be sometime over the summer. And I will do the same thing that I did last time out, which is I will try and cover every mod. Not necessarily the maps, because the maps are a completely different beast, but I'll try and cover every mod and give my honest, potentially cynical thoughts on everything in the mod contest. Possibly in the same format that I did last time, where it's a video per mod or per pack. Spammed out over the course of a few days. Because I think that's the fairest way to do it. It's like, it would be unfair for me to do like one big video with everything in it in a certain category, because I'd like give some things more time than others. And it's much better for the fairness of the mod contest for me to cover absolutely everything in the same way, other than the maps. Like I said, the maps are something different entirely. They take a lot longer to go through. Amazon is a mid? What do you mean a mid? A mod? Yes. It's on the mod hub, went up yesterday. And just using it now for the first time, it is very, very much a mod you should download. Hey, TwinCam! Is it for console 2? I have been told it is, Firm Life. I have been told it is available on the consoles. And it's one that you should definitely have a look at. Because it fills a gap in the game. I love mods that do this. It's just like, there is a gap in the game for a small early game lime capable fertilizer spreader, because the Coon just can't do that. And so it's great that this Amazon is out, because it just fills that gap perfectly, and it's like surprisingly wide as a spreader. Sure, it doesn't have great capacity, but I wouldn't expect that of a small fertilizer spreader like this. So you won't hear any complaints from me. The only thing that I might want to complain about, and I think I will, is yeah, the particle system isn't the greatest for lime, is it? Looks a bit wonky. So that's the lime spreading done. Can I afford a second tractor? Is kind of the question now. You need a cheap lime spreader. It's relatively cheap, yeah, that's kind of an extra advantage. Can I afford See, this is now. These are now the questions I need to ask myself. Can I afford a second tractor? Can I afford to get animals on the go? And a second tractor. So let's stop up here. And a second tractor would be quite small. No, I can't afford a second tractor, so that kind of makes my mind up here that I want to do animals. And I want to do chickens because they're relatively easy to keep, and I can do that down on this yard here like this, and just with landscaping I'm gonna need to do this. Ground type, how do you change ground type? Tab. Can I shift tab to go back? Nope, that brought up seam overlay. So I'm gonna want this in a bit of a smaller radius, just to link this up to the road. And along here too, just because it looks a bit silly otherwise. There we go. That looks nice and neat and tidy, doesn't it? What I can do as well is go to this texture and shrink the... Is it this button? No. No. What's the button to change the size of this? Help text, change radius. Just kind of do a bit of detailing here. There we go. And I'm going to need chickens for my chicken coop. Let's go over and have a look at how it looks. That looks really nice, actually. Open the animal dialogue. You can buy the... Oh my god, you don't have to have a rooster.
Hello, Dave. That
Bye.
Dave there.
RainbowDave Gaming, thank you very much for subscribing. He's not live yet. 3 white, 4 black, 5 brown, and the rest white. Couple more black, couple more brown. We can afford quite a lot of chickens. We can afford an insane amount of chickens. Confirm. Exactly how full is this now? We have 40... Well, 38 at 19 is 47 chickens? I think it maxes out at 50. So let's get one more of each. No, because now we've got 61. How many chickens can the small pen hold? 100. Oh. Oh, no, no, no. Didn't want to do that. Confirm. So now we've got 31 white. Okay, so 2 more white. Confirm. 1 more white and 2 more brown. Okay. 1 white, 2 brown. Confirm. We have 99 chickens. And we'll get the rooster. What is the MooMobile? I give you... Oop. This is the MooMobile. The cow Valtron. So, things I need to buy now are... a water trailer is definitely going to be a necessary purchase for El Chicaritos. So I guess we're gonna deal with chickens with this. So you can send me a gift. Oh, I already hit ignore, Nathan. This might sound mean. I tend to ignore Steam requests. Because I don't want my Steam to be just full of people that I don't know in real life or outside of YouTube. Chickens don't need... Do they not? Have I just wasted my money on a water trailer that I won't need for a while? Because I do plan on getting cows and sheep as well. But do chickens seriously not take water? Yes, are you sure? Nicholas Hughes is saying yes as well. I've just wasted my money on a trailer I don't need. Can you buy pallets of chicken feed at the shop? Because that would be quite handy. Wheat big bag. Yes, I'll buy a pallet of chicken feed. And also the... You can be turned off. This needs to go back to the yard and then comically back to the shop because I'm going to need a pallet fork on this that I don't have yet to move the pallet. You got 2 copies in there. Nathan, send me a request again. And I'll actually accept it this time. Send me a message on Discord as well reminding me to actually accept it. Wheat or barley. Well, I know you can feed them wheat or barley. It's just any small grain. In theory, you could also feed them canola, but that's not something to get... Well, soybeans would be a better one. Don't think chickens would like canola all that much. So we gotta get this back to the yard, take the bale fork off, get it back to the shop, put a pallet fork on, then bring the food over to the chickens, feed them up. Hopefully the 1 pallet's enough. How much, like... They do, Kieran. I presumed, because they're an animal, they needed water. I presumed wrong.
Hello, Dave. That Dave.
Erland off... Oh, good lord. Erland Oftedal Olsund, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Looking forward to it as much as Shamrock Valley. Yeah. Me and Landy are really trying to push him to get Shamrock Valley converted. Because that's a map that just needs to be in Farm Sim. In my eyes. And I know that I sometimes rail against converts, but Shamrock Valley was one of those maps that just got sadly overlooked in FS17. Even though it was by Oxy. Just got overlooked because of when it released. And I hate when that happens. Just gonna pop this down there. Spin around. Still a shame it never got released on console. That's kind of a secondary reason that we want him to convert it as quickly as he can. And when I say as quickly as he can, Oxy, I know... And he's on countdown, sweet. Can you like cancel the other request, Nathan, then send a new one? Let's follow me in... I don't know. I don't even know if Follow Me is being made again. There's a lot of presumptions going on today. Lanny's okay. I'm still gonna grab the pallet fork and... Actually, just looking at the time, no I'm not because I'm way over time. Hey, sitting here, I'm just about to finish, dude. Bad timing. I'm gonna go over to Landy's stream in a sec. Follow Me won't be on console until Sony and Microsoft get their heads out of their asses and allow scripts on console. So if you guys are annoyed by the lack of scripts on console, trust me, I am too, because is it just me, or is this song made entirely of fart noises? Just... That is just fart noises. Might have to add you. Possibly. Maybe I didn't ignore it earlier. But that is pretty much going to do it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm going to move this off camera and potentially get more if I need to. I know that I said I hate doing... Or I don't hate doing off camera work. I try and avoid it, but... yeah. For this, it's going to be just boring, me going over and back to the shop, potentially. So, I'll leave it here by saying, I've been RainbowDave, you've been watching Farming Simulator 19 on Riverview, which I, for some reason, keep thinking is called Riverfields. Until next time, stay safe, and goodbye.